Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we are going to learn that how we can transfer the motion capture data into a metahuman body and also make the facial animation. And finally, we combine both face and body all together and make a seamless animation. And I'm also make a small video by using this technique. So first take a look.
So, do you like this place?
Yes. Grandpa, do you know one thing?
What?
I start dance class.
Wow, that's a very good news. Then what are you waiting for? Show me some moves.
Right now? Okay, but promise me you don't laugh, okay?
Okay, just give it a try.
So before we start, if you are new to this channel, I recommend you to check my videos, and if you find those videos useful, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. And here I like to shout out for all those people who has already joined me as a member. So if you really want to support me, you can also join me as a member. So let's get started. So for this process, we need the latest Unreal Engine version, which is the 5.4. Just click over here to launch. And for the demonstration, I'm using my own map. So I go to the browse and select this map. Okay, so this is the environment that we are going to use for this demonstration. And if you want to know that how you can make this environment, I have a dedicated tutorial on that. The tutorial link in the I button as well as in the description down below. And now we're going to put the metahuman so we can make the metahuman animation as well as its face animation. So for the metahuman, first we go to our content, then come over here and right click, then go to this add quick cell content. And after you launch the bridge, you will find this option called this metahumans. Just go over here, and here from you can download so many metahumans. So let's see what we're going to download from here. So I have already downloaded this one. So I just click over here, and then you're going to download it fast because I have already downloaded. So I just click on this add button here. And once you add, just minimize this one. And then if you download any metahumans from the Megascan, you will find that this metahuman folder created over your content drawer. And it is the name of the metahuman. So just double click to open this folder. And here is the blueprint for the metahuman. So first we're going to import this blueprint over our scene. And before you import, let's make a camera for our scene. And I have already made a camera. So I just go to this perspective and go to our Cine Camera Actor. So here it is. And also we open our sequence. So if you watch my previous tutorial on that, you will find that we also created a sequence for our scene. So here is the sequence. Just double click to open this one. So you can see that our scene looks something like this with the camera view. And you can see that this look really amazing. Okay, so now first we're going to import our Metahuman over here. So we go to our content drawer here. And let's find our Metahuman folder. So here it is. And also open this Metahuman folder. And here is the blueprint. So let's make a little room here. And also I go to this perspective and select our default viewport here. And also select our camera. So we get a little bit more area over here. And now we're going to bring our blueprint. So as you can see, this is our Metahuman over our scene. And you can see also that there is some of these black lines. It's because that I also put some decals over here. So if you have decals in your scene, and you will see that the decals also interfere with the Metahuman, so you can easily fix that. So we select our Metahuman, then we go over here and make a little room here. And once you select your Metahuman, you also go to this details panel, and here it is. First you select the body, then we come to the bottom here until we see the feet, and then press and hold the shift key and just click over this feet to select all of this body part of this Metahuman. Then also go to its search bar here and type for decals. And you will find this option called this receives decals. Just uncheck this one. And you can easily rid of this issue. Okay. And now you can see that our Metahuman looks very clean here. Okay. So this is our Metahuman. So first we're going to import some animation to the Metahuman. And for the animation, we need the motion capture data. And for the motion capture data, I find the Mixamo is a nice source for the motion capture data. So first we're going to download some motion capture information from the Mixamo. So for this, first we go to open our Chrome browser here, and then we search for Mixamo. Then we have to log in here. And if you have any Adobe account, you can use that. And I'm using my Google account to log in here. So here we are in Mixamo. First you go to these characters, and here from you can get so many characters. And I'm using this character here. And if you click over here, you will see this option called this use this character. And I'm using this character because it looks similar to a normal human here. And for the animation, you will go to this animation section here, and you will find so many animations from here. Okay, so let's see. Maybe if you want to make a simple walking animation, so you go to the search option here and type for walk and press enter. And you will find so many walking animations here. So let's see which one we're going to use. So maybe we're going to use this one, that is the start walking. Just click, and you can see that this character is start walking. But as you can see that this animation have this root motion animation, but we don't want that. If you want to make your character walk in the same place, just click over here in this site, and you will find this option called this in place. Just check this option. And now you can see that your character is walk in the same place. Okay. And when you satisfy this animation, just go over here. It is a download option. Just click. And everything look nice. Just click over here to download. Once you complete the download, just close this one. And now we're going to import the animation over here. So maybe we make a small room over here. Then we go to this content folder, and then we're going to right click and create a new folder here. And also name this as Mixamo animation. And then we open this folder, and now we're going to import the animation. So this is the animation that we downloaded from the Mixamo. Just drag and drop over here. And as you can see that we don't need to change any settings from here. Just click on this import all. And if you find this kind of error, just don't panic. Close this dialog box. And as you can see that we successfully imported all the assets that we need. So here is the animation. So if you double click to open this animation, you can see that this is the animation that we downloaded from the Mixamo. And now we're going to retarget this animation to our Metahuman body. And in 5.4 version, they make this retargeting process very easy. So all we have to do, just select this animation, then we right click over here. And then you will find this option called this retarget animations. Just click. And then you will find this dialog box. So this is very simple to understand. So first we have this source. The source skeletal mesh is from the Mixamo, and the target. The target will be that on which we going to retarget this animation. So in this case, our target skeletal mesh is the Metahuman skeletal mesh. So we go to this drop down menu and then we select our Metahuman skeletal mesh. So in this case, our Metahuman skeletal mesh is this one. Just select. So here it is. And then we going to play this animation. So as you can see that this is our animation from the Mixamo. Just double click to play this animation here. And you can see that it's instantly retarget this animation from this Mixamo skeletal mesh to our Metahuman skeletal mesh. And once you're happy this retarget, just click on this export animations. And for the path, we select our Metahuman folder and then we just click on this export animation. And then also click on this export. So as you can see that we successfully export the animation to our Metahuman folder. So as you can see that this is the Metahuman folder, and inside that Metahuman folder you will find this animation. And now we're going to put this animation over our Metahuman. So for this, first you go to our sequencer, and if you don't know that how you can make the sequence, just go over here and click on this add label sequence, and you will create a nice sequence for your scene. And once you open your sequencer, first you go to add our Metahuman over our sequence. So we select our Metahuman, then we go to this add button, go to this actor to sequencer and select our Metahuman. And as you can see that we also bring the Metahuman and its Metahuman control rig. But in this case, we don't need the control rig because we already make the animation. So we select the control rig and just delete. And also we go to this mode and we select our selection mode. Okay. So as you can see that this is our Metahuman without the animation, and now we're going to put the animation. So first we go to this body, then we go to this plus sign, just click, and then we will find this animation option and go over here and search for the walk animation. So we go to the search bar and type for walk, and you will find that Stuart walking animation Mixamo. Okay, just select, and you can see that this is our character have this nice walking animation. And as you can see that this is a small animation. So if you want to make it loopable, just select this animation and just extend it, enter your timeline here. Okay. And also make some extra frames over here. Okay. So as you can see that we have our animation over our Metahuman, but you can see that our Metahuman is the same place. So we're going to animate our Metahuman over time. So first you can see that our time frame is very small here. So we're going to increase our time frame. And in default, you can see that the time is shown as a frame. And if you want to change it to seconds, you can also do that. So we go to this frame rate option here. And here from you can see that show time as, and you will select this seconds. So as you can see that our time is only 2 seconds long. So if you want to make a 10 seconds long time here, so maybe we can increase our time. So here it is. So you can see that this is the 10 seconds long time. And also we're going to increase our animation to the entire time here. Okay. So just like that. And also we change our end frame over here. Okay. So now we have our 10 seconds long video here. And now we're going to animate our character. So how we can do that? First we go to our very first frame here. And then maybe we're going to start our animation from this place. Okay. So we're going to drag our Metahuman over here. So in order to drag our Metahuman, you can see that this is the axis. And by dragging those axes, you can move your characters here and there. But as you can see that if you rotate our Metahuman and then also select our move gizmo here, you can see that our move gizmo is not rotate according to our character. It's because that this is the gizmo is from the world position. But when you want to move or animate your character, you have to change this gizmo according to its character's coordinate. So how we can do that? We go to this option, and when you go to this option, you will see that it's look like world. And if you click over here, you can see that this gizmo is changed according to our character's position. And you can also see the difference here. So if you just change it to the world position, you can see this gizmo is faced toward this side. But if you change it to this character's coordinate, you can see that now it face towards its face. Okay, so now if you move your character, you can also move this character according to its own axis. Okay, and now we going to place our character here, and then also we rotate, and now you can see that when you rotate, the axis also change its position. Okay, but if you select the world coordinate and if you rotate your character and then if you select this gizmo, you can see that this is not rotate, it's only face the world coordinate. Okay, so this is why always remember, when you move your any character or animate your character, select this option. This is the local coordinate or the coordinate which is meant for this character. Okay, so now first you're going to make a keyframe over here. So but you can see that if you want to make a keyframe, you also need the transform switch for this actor. Okay, so but you can see that there is no transform option here. So how you can add this? It's very simple. Just select your metahuman here, then go to this plus sign and you select this transform option here. So in that way you will get this transfer option for this metahuman. And now first we're going to make a keyframe here and then go to the very end frame, or just click over here to go to the very end frame. And now we're going to move our character. Okay, but as you can see that our character moved towards this side, but our road is there. So again, if we go to the very first frame here, or maybe we can delete this keyframe, and also we go to our very first frame, and then we're going to rotate our character to this side. Okay, and now again we go to the end frame here and select this move gizmo, and then we're going to start move our character. Okay, just like that. And now if you play, you can see that this animate very nicely. Okay, so now if you want to make some camera animation, you can also do that. So maybe we come over here and then go to the very first frame, and also we select our camera. Then we make a keyframe to its transform here, and then we go to the very end frame, and also we move our camera over here. Okay, so now if you play, you can get this kind of camera animation. And maybe we can also put some camera shake here. So I already make a camera shake blueprint for our camera. So we go to this plus switch, then go to this camera shake and select this camera shake blueprint. Maybe we move our camera shake blueprint over here and also extend it, enter timeline. And also you can get this kind of nice camera animation or camera shake. And maybe we can also change our camera position a little bit here. And sometimes you can see that your character is floating. So you can also do that by manually put some keyframes. So maybe we put our character a little bit down here, and then we go a few frames here. And you can see maybe we can also change our camera position. And also we reposition our character here like this. And sometimes you can change the keyframe, but you have to also put the keyframe. So you can also do that one thing, that you can select this auto keyframe switch. So if you make any changes, it can automatically keyframe that position. So as you can see that if we expand our character here and character transform, and if you enable this auto keyframe switch, and if you change anything here, you can see that it automatically create the keyframe here. So you don't have to worry about making the keyframe, just enable this auto keyframe switch here. Okay, so just like that. And maybe we can also put it a little bit down. Okay. So as you can see that It look really amazing. So as you can see that this is very simple to download the motion capture data and also retarget to your Metahuman and make a nice animation like this. Okay, so now the most exciting part, which is the facial animation. So for the facial animation of the Metahuman, we need a plugin for the Metahuman. So let's download the plugin first. So I open Epic Game Launcher, then go to this marketplace, and here we search for the Metahuman. So you go to the search bar and type Metahuman, and you will find this Metahuman plugin. So here it is, and you have to install it to your engine. So just click on this install to engine. So I have already installed, so I don't have to install it again. But if you not install it to your engine, you have to install it. So I cancel this now, and then we close this one, and also we go to this edit, then we go to this plugins, and we search for the Metahuman, and here is the plugin. So you have to enable it by just clicking over here, and also this project utilities, and then you have to restart your engine. So just click and restart your engine. So after restart, now we're going to record our Metahuman identity and the performance. And for this process, we're going to need an iOS device, and I'm using the iPhone 14 Pro Max, but it can support the iPhone 12 and the later edition. So let's go to the iPhone screen. So this is my phone screen, and as you can see that I have this LiveLink Face app, and you can download it free from the App Store. So I open this one. And first, when you open it for the first time, you will see these two options called this LiveLink AR Kit and the Metahuman Animator. So we're going to select the second one, which is the Metahuman Animator, and just click on this continue. So this is me, and now we're going to capture the Metahuman identity first. So for this, first we look at the camera at the straight, and followed by we can rotate our head to the right side and the left side. And then also we're going to show our teeth. Okay, and now we're going to capture the Metahuman performance. And now we're going to transfer this captured data to our Unreal Engine. So it's very easy to transfer. So if you connect your phone with the same LAN connection with your PC, so you can easily transfer the data from your phone to the PC. So before we go through the importing process, we go to our content browser and create a new folder. So just right click and create a new folder, and we name it as a Metahuman Animator, and open this folder. And here first we're going to right click, and then we go to this Metahuman Animator and click on this capture source. So here it is, and now we're going to open this one, and now you will see this option called this capture source type. So we go to this drop down and we select this one, which is the first one, which is a LiveLink Face connection. And here you can see that we need a device address. So we have to put the device address here. So we can also get the device address from our phone. So this is my phone screen, and first we go to the settings option here, and you will find this option called this OSC server. So we just open this one, and here from you can get the IP address. So we put this IP address over here, and then we just save this one. So once you done this, just close this one, and then we go to the tools and we go to this capture manager. Here you can see that this is our device, and the green signal means this is online. And in order to continue the connection, you have to open the LiveLink Face app in your phone. So first we're going to import the Metahuman identity video. So this is the one, and you can also name it to identify your video. And then we just click on this add to queue, and also click on this import. So once you done importing, just close this window. And now again we're going to come over this folder, which is the Metahuman Animator folder, and then also right click, and again go to the Metahuman Animator, and we click on this Metahuman identity. So here it is, and now we also open this Metahuman identity. So let's make it full screen. So first we're going to create components. So we go over here and just click, and we have the footage. So we go to this from footage, and we select the footage that we just downloaded. So this is the one. So this is our calibration video, and by using this video we're going to create a Metahuman identity. Now you have to identify the actual position. So in this frame I look at the camera, so we have to promote this frame. So in order to promote this frame, just click on this plus switch, and you will get this notification bar. Just click OK. Okay, and now again this video is locked now. So in order to unlock this, just click over here, and now we going to go to the frame where we just look at this right side and do the same thing to just click on this plus switch. Okay, and again just click over here to unlock this video, and now find the frame that where I look at the left side and do the same thing again. Just click over here. And when you promote these 3 frames, now we're going to click to this Metahuman identity solve. Just click to solve this identity. And once you're done solving, now we're going to create the Metahuman body. So we go to this body option here, and here from you can choose the body type. So maybe we're going to use this one. And when you select the body type, now we're going to click on this mesh to Metahuman. Just go to this drop down list, and we select the second one, which is the auto rig Metahuman identity skeleton mesh plus full Metahuman. Just click, and now it will show you that this Metahuman DNA is available in your content browser. Okay, so just click on this OK, and now we're going to also match our teeth. So for this, first we go to this pose, then we go to this add option here and go to this add pose and click on this add teeth. So now we're going to use our teeth to create the teeth for this Metahuman. So again, we go to this calibration video and search for the frame that where we show our teeth here. And then we just click on this plus sign again and also click on this OK. And you can see that our teeth also marked properly here. And now we're going to click on this fit teeth. So once you've done this, now we're going to finally create the performance. So we click on this prepare for performance, and it will take a while. So it will take almost 15 minutes for me. And now we're going to close this one. Okay, so after we successfully create our Metahuman identity, now we're going to import the video footage that we're going to record for our performance. So again, we go to these tools, then we go to this capture manager, and also you have to open the LiveLink app from your phone to get your phone online here. And when you see this green signal here, it means that your phone is online. So select your phone, and this is our performance capture. So we're going to select this one and also click on this add to queue. And also we select this one is the second performance that I shoot. So we also add into our queue here. And then we finally click on this import button here. So once we import them successfully, just close this window again. Okay, and now again we go to our Metahuman animator folder. Then we right click here and again go to this Metahuman animator, and finally we go to this Metahuman performance. And then we double click to open this tab. So here it is. And now first we going to select our Metahuman identity first. So we go to this Metahuman identity tab, then go to this drop down list, and this is our Metahuman identity. So you select this one here. So here it is. And also we're going to assign the performance capture footage. So this is the slot. So we go to this drop down menu again, and 96 is our performance capture footage. So we select this one here, and you also get a notification for your audio source. So you just click on this yes. Okay. So this is the track that we're going to use for our performance capture. And then we also go down here, and here you will find this option called this head movement mode. We go to this drop down list and we select this control rig. Okay, and you can also change this override visualization mesh. So we also have our actual Metahuman in our project. So we go to this drop down list, and then we select this Emory face mesh. So in that way you will get this Emory face mesh for the visualization. And after you done here, just go to this option called this process, and it will also take little time. So just click on this processes. So our Metahuman performance capture also successfully transfer from my face to the Metahuman face. And now if you play, you can also get the audio also. So let's play. Hello friends, this is Amit, and this is for the Metahuman dialogues. So I don't know what to say. Maybe we can count for 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the reverse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So as you can see that we successfully make this performance capture, and now we're going to export this animation. So the animation can be transferable into different Metahumans. So for this we go to this export animation, And also we choose the pathway where we want to export this animation. So again, we choose this Metahumans folder, and maybe we can also name this as face animation 1 and just save this. Okay, and here you can also get some options. So first we're going to export it without the head movement. So we're going to uncheck this head movement option here and just click on this create. Okay, so as you can see that it successfully export the animation, and now we're going to close this. So now if we go to this Metahumans folder, you also get this face animation. So if you open this animation, you will see this animation over here. Okay, so we close this, and now we're going to put this animation over this Metahuman body. Okay, so this is also very simple. So if we just go over here, and as you can see that our character have no face animation. So again, if we go to the sequencer here, and then we go to this camera, and also maybe we can delete all this camera transform key, and then we come over here and also focus on this face. Maybe we go to our very first frame here, and here, and then make a keyframe here. So we make a keyframe to the transform, then we go to the very end frame here. So here is our character, and we can also stick the focus over our character here. So we select our camera, then we go to this lens settings and also go to this focus mode. We select the tracking, and then also we go to this tracking focus settings. We select the speaker and select our Metahuman here. Okay, and now if you see, you can see that our camera is focused on this Metahuman character. Okay, and now we're going to put the facial animations also. So we go to this very first frame here, then we go to this face of this Metahuman, then you go to this plus switch, go to the animation, and this is our face animation 1. So just select this one. Okay, so now if you play, you can see that the character face also animating. Okay, and now you can also see that we lose the audio here. So in order to add the audio, we go to this add button here, then we go to this audio track. So here is our audio track, and we go to this very first frame here, then we select this audio track and go to this plus switch here, and we search for our actual audio. So our audio have the 96 on it, so we type 96 and we will get the actual audio. And now if you play. Hello friends, this is Amit, and this is for the Metahuman dialogues. So I don't know what to say. Maybe we can count for 1 to 5. Okay, so as you can see that we also get the audio here. So you can also do that, but as you can see that we don't have the actual face rotation data here. So in order to put the face rotation data, we also do to export our face animation with the head rotation also. So again, if we go to our content browser here, and then we go to this Metahuman animator, and then also we go to this Metahuman performance tab, just double click to open. And as you can see that this is our old performance data. And again, we go to this export animation, and also we select our Metahumans folder where we want to export. And then we select this name here, but in this time, we're going to export it with the head rotation. So maybe also we can name it to identify. So we name it as a HR for the head rotation, and just save this one, and also tick on this head movement. Okay, and just click on this create. And as you can see that we successfully export this also. So we're going to close this one. So now if we go to this Metahuman folder, you can get another face animation here, and this content also the head rotation. Okay, so now we're going to put the head rotation also. So again, we go to the sequencer, and now this time we're going to do some complex work. So first we go to delete this audio, because you can see that the audio also interfere with the recordings. So we delete this audio for now. And also we do one thing, that we going to delete this metahuman from our sequencer, and also delete this metahuman from our project. Just click on this yes, and then we go to this camera and we go to this focusing mode and we back to manual. Okay, so now we going to do some extra stuff. So first we going to bring our metahuman into our scene. So we go to this content browser, then go to this emoji, so bring it over here. Okay, and again you can see that it also contain these decals. So again do the same thing to remove the decals. So we select our metahuman, then we select the body, and then we go down until we see the fit and select all of this component, then go to the search bar and type for decal and just uncheck this receive decals. Okay, and now we're going to duplicate our metahuman. So we're going to select this metahuman here, and then we're going to drag it to duplicate. So press and hold the alt key and drag the axis to duplicate this metahuman here. Okay, so just like that. And then we go to the sequencer again and we select both of this metahuman, then go to this add switch, go to this add to sequencer, and just click on this add to actors. Okay, so here it is, and you can see that we have this emoji 1 and emoji 2. So we duplicate this metahuman, so we have two metahumans here, and then we're going to drag it down over here. Okay, so just put them under this camera here. So first we select this one and expand this, and also select the second one and expand this. And then we're going to select this control rig and also this one. So I press and hold the control key to select all of this and also this one. And also we delete the face for this second metahuman here. Okay, and select the control rig also and just press delete. So as you can see that we only have the body and face for this metahuman, and for the second one we only have the body. Okay, so very simple. And now we're going to import the animation to the body. So first we go to this body, this is the first one, and go to this plus sign, go to the animation and search for the walking animation. And this is the walk animation that we just imported from the Mixamo, and also we extend this one. Okay, so as you can see that if we scrub through times, you get this walking animation. And also we put the face animation for this. So for the face animation, first we select this first one, this one, go to its face animation, go to this plus switch and go to this animation, and we put this animation which have no head rotation data. So we just select this one, and as you can see that these have this head animation but not the head rotation data. Okay, and then we go to the second one, this one, and go to this body, go to this plus sign, then go to this animation, and now here we're going to put the head rotation facial animation on it. But as you can see that this is the body type, so you cannot get the face animation on it. But if you go to this settings switch here, then go to this at the very bottom, and you will find this option called this allow incompatible skeletons. So just check here, and now if you go to the search bar and type for face, and you will get this face animation, and we can also assign the head rotation one. So as you can see that face animation 1 HR means the head rotation. So this face animation contain the head rotation data also. Just select this one. Okay, so now if you scrub through time, you can get this one, that this one have this head rotation also. Okay, so now again we go to the very first frame, and now if you go to this body, for the second one, just right click here, and we go to this bake to control rig, and we select this metahuman control rig. So we're going to bake the animation, so just click on this create, and after bake you will get all these keyframe here. And now we also going to this first one metahuman, then we go to its body, and also we right click, and also we're going to bake it. So we go to this bake to control rig, and we select this metahuman control rig, and also click on this create. Okay, so as you can see that we also get this metahuman control rig key markers for this first one. Okay, so this is the first one, And now we're going to copy this rotation data or the head rotation data from this second metahuman to this first metahuman body. So now we go to this control rig for the second one, just expand this one. And now we're going to search for the head and neck. So go to the very bottom here. So here you will find this neck 1 control and the neck 2 control. So we're going to select this neck 1 and press and hold the control key and just select this neck 2. And also we have this head control. Okay. So now we're going to expand this head control here and we're going to copy this rotation data only. So this is for the rotation roll, pitch and yaw. So we select all of these 3 key markers from here for this head control. Then we go down to this neck 1, expand this one, and again we're going to copy this rotation, pitch and yaw for this neck 1 control. So again, in order to select all of this data all together, because we already selected this one, and if you just click here, you can deselect this data. So in order to select all of this data all together, press and hold the control and shift. And when you press and hold control shift together, you will find this plus sign on your cursor here. And then we're going to select these 3 types of rotation data for this neck 1. And then we go down, go to this neck 2 and do the same. So press and hold the control and shift key all together when you see this plus sign to your cursor and select all these 3 rotation data here. Okay, and make sure that your timeline cursor is set to the 0 here, and then we press Ctrl and C to copy those markers. Okay, and now finally we go up here and we go to this first metahuman. This is this one. Then we go to its body, and this is the body metahuman control rig. And then we go to this plus switch here and click on this additive. Okay, so in that way we will get this second metahuman control rig, and here we're going to paste the copied value. So we press Ctrl and V to paste the value, and as you can see that we paste this head rotation data here. Okay, so because it's additive value, so now our head rotation also connected with this body movement. Okay, so now as you can see that our head also rotate with this body movement, but as you can see that the facial animation doesn't have much face rotation or head rotation, so you cannot probably understand that the face is also rotated. But we have another facial animation capture, so I'm show you that how it look like with the face rotation. So when you've done everything, you can just delete this second one because we don't need the second one anymore because we have this head rotation data. So we select our second metahuman and just delete this one and also delete it from here. So this is the complete process that how you can connect the metahuman face animation with this body animation. And now finally we're going to reanimate our character. So it looks like that the character is moving. Okay, so again do the same thing. So we select our metahuman here and also we go to our selection mode. And then maybe we start from here. So we go to this very first frame and also we select our metahuman and just put it over here. And then also we rotate it. Place it over here. And then we go to this metahuman and go to this plus switch and create a transform switch here. So here it is, and now make a keyframe here and also make sure that the keyframe is linear. And then we go to the very end frame here and then we going to animate the metahuman. And as you can see that our metahuman is not go to the straight. So again we delete this keyframe, go to the very first frame here and also rotate it little bit to this side and then press W to get this move gizmo. then go to the very end frame and we animate our character here. Okay, so let's see. So here it is. Maybe we put it little bit higher here. And now if you play the animation, as you can see that our character is sliding. So it's because we move our character a little bit too much here. So again, we go to the very end frame and we move our character over here. And now let's see. Okay, again, it looks sliding. So again, we go to the very end frame and also we move it, our character a little bit closer. So let's see. Again, it still looks sliding. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it's somewhat manageable. Okay, so this is how you can also animate the character. And now this is the real problem, that when you animate your character, you see that your face is detached from your body. So, but this is just a glitch, because if you just restart your engine, you will get that the issue is fixed. Okay, so again, we have to save our all progresses here. So save all and then just restart your engine. So once you restart, we go to our content and open our sequencer here. And also we select our camera. And now you can see that the face is also attached with the body. Okay, so maybe we can go to this very first frame and make a camera animation here. So we select our camera, then we go to its transform switch and make a keyframe here, then go to the very end frame and go over here. And also we select our focus settings. So we go to this camera and then we go to this focusing method, we select the tracking and also go to this picker, we select our Metahuman here. Okay, so now you can see if we go to the very first frame and also we put our camera little bit closer to our Metahuman face here. Okay, so now if you play, you can get little bit of head rotations also, but I know this is not really visible here because the facial animation have very little bit of head rotation. But as you can see that the face is also attached with the body. So this is the whole process, that how you can make the body animation as well as the face animation, and finally you also connect both of this animation all together, so create a nice seamless animation. Okay, and also I show you that how you can add the audio file here. Okay, but I am not including the audio file because when we add this audio file and if we play, the audio file also interact with my voice recording here. Okay, so this is the whole process, and now we're going to create another body and face animation and also make the nighttime scene here. Okay, so for this, first we going to uncheck. Oh my god, this scene look really amazing. And if you go to this camera and if we zoom into our character over here, and maybe we going to select our camera and then go to its focusing method and change to manual here, and maybe we can adjust the focus manually here, and you can see that the Metahuman has very nice details on it. Okay, so now we're going to create a nighttime scene. So first we going to reset our camera here, and also we going to delete all this keyframe that we made for our camera animation, and then we create the scene. So maybe if we come over here, as you can see that here I make a small fireplace here. So maybe we can adjust our camera focus distance here, and maybe we're going to create a scene and which will be a nighttime scene, and the boy is sitting over here and also look around, and here we have this fireplace here. So we're going to create some nice fire over here also. Okay, so for this, first we're going to need a sitting motion capture data. So we're going to download it from the Mixamo. And in the search bar, we type for sitting. And maybe we're going to use this one, which is the sitting idle. And then we're going to click on this download to download this motion capture data. And now we're going to import the motion capture data. So first we go to this content browser here. And then again, we go to this Mixamo animation folder. So here we're going to import the animation. So maybe we're going to create a folder so we can rearrange all these assets nicely. So we create a new folder here. So this is for the walk. So we're going to type walk. And we select all of this asset which is belong to the walk animation and just move it over here. Okay. And then we're going to create another folder, and this is for the sitting animation here. Then double click to open this folder, and now we're going to import the animation. So here is the animation. Just drag and drop over here. And we close this one and just import all. And also close this one. And there is the animation. And just like we do previously, in order to retarget the animation, just right click over here. Then go to this option called this retarget animations. And again, this is the source type and this is the target type. So source type will be our Mixamo skeleton mesh. And the target type, we're going to select our Metahuman skeleton. So just go down here. And here you will find this one, that is the Metahuman skeleton for our Metahuman. Just select this one over here. So here it is. And now we're going to search for our animation. So we go to the search bar and type for sitting. And you will find this sitting idle animation from Mixamo. Just select this one. And now we're going to retarget this. So in order to retarget, just go to this option called this export animations. And select the path where you want to save. So we select this Metahumans. And just click on this export. And also click on this export here. So we have our sitting animation for the Metahuman. And now we also going to create our facial animation for the Metahuman. So for this, we go to this Metahuman animator folder. And because we have already done the Metahuman identity capture, so we don't need to do it again. Just we go to this Metahuman performance here and also click yes here. So this is our old performance data, but now we're going to put another performance video. So we go to this footage capture data, just go to the drop down list. And we select this one. So as you can see that this one have nice head rotation. So as you can see that I look in different sides here. So it will be very nice to demonstrate the head rotations also. Okay. So we're going to process this animation and also transfer this facial data to this Metahuman face. Okay. So in order to process, again, just click on this process. So as you can see that we have successfully transferred the facial animation to this Metahuman face, and now we're going to export this animation. So we go to this export animation and also we select this Metahumans folder here, and we're going to name our animation. So maybe we name this as look around, and first we're going to export it with a head rotation. So we also going to name it as HR for head rotation, and then we save this one. And also we have to tick on this, that is the default setting that enable head movement, and then just click on this create. And we also export this face animation one more time, but this time we going to make it with no head rotation. So again we select this name, that is the look around, but we also name it as no head rotation, NHR. Okay, and just click on this save. And in this time we're going to deselect this one, that is the enable head movement. Just deselect this one and just click on this create. So we all done here. Just click close here. Okay, so we have the motion capture data for sitting as well as the facial animation. And now we're going to animate our Metahuman. So again, first we go to this Metahuman folder and then we go to this Emory folder here. So first we going to import our Metahuman over here. Okay, just like that. And also we're going to make another copy of this. So again, we press and hold the Alt key and just click on this axis and just drag it over here. Okay, so here it is. And now we're going to put these two Metahuman into our sequencer. So again, we go to this sequencer tab here And you can see that we have the previous metahuman, which is this one here. So we also going to delete this metahuman. So here it is. So just delete this metahuman and also select this metahuman from our scene and delete. Click yes. Okay. So now go back to these metahumans here. And now we're going to bring these two metahumans into our sequencer. So again, go to this add button after you select those metahumans. Then go to this add to sequencer and click on this add current selection, that is the two actors. So here it is. And then we're going to bring our timeline cursor to the very beginning here. Here it is. So this is the first one, and maybe we're going to rename it also. So we select this one and maybe we name this as 1. And also we're going to rename it 2. Okay, so this is the 2 copy of this metahuman. So now we expand the first one and we select this metahuman control rig, and also expand the second one and select this metahuman control rig for the body. And also we don't need the face, so we select the face and also the face control rig, and then just delete those assets. And now we're going to apply the sitting animation to this metahuman, that is the one. So we go to its body, that is this one, go to its body. Then we go to this plus sign, go to this animation, and in the search bar we type for sitting. So here is the sitting idle animation. Just select this one. So as you can see that this is the animation. So maybe we extend this animation, enter the timeline here. Okay, and as you can see that the seat is here but he is sitting over here, but don't worry, we're going to adjust it later on. And then also we go to this face animation, again go to this plus sign, go to this animations and type for the facial animation. So in this case we use the look around animation. So this is the look around animation, but as you can see we use the no head rotation for the first one, so we select this one. So in this case you can see the face animation but without the head rotation. So as you can see that you can see the eyes movement, but you cannot see the head look around animation here. Okay, so again, and now for the second one, so we go to the second metahuman here, and to its body we going to put the head rotation face animation on it. So we go to this body, then we go to this plus sign, go to this animation, and make sure that we check this option so we can find the face animation, because it's a body type and you cannot get the face animation if you not check this option, that is the allow incompatible skeletons. Okay, and now in the search bar we type for look around, and in this time we're going to use this head rotation one. So we select this one, that is the look around HR, means the head rotation. So just select this one. So now if you scrub through time, you can see that this body have this face rotation. Okay, but this one doesn't have the face rotation. Okay, so now we're going to bake this animation and transfer the baked data to this body. Okay, so again make sure that you go to the very beginning here, and then we go to the second one, that is this one, and then go to its body, and then right click, and we go to this bake to control rig, and we select this metahuman control rig, and also click on this create. So as you can see that these are the keyframe that we just baked. And one thing I have to mention, that if you see sometime that the keyframe is not appear here after you bake the animation, don't panic, just restart your engine and you will find this keyframe into your sequencer. Okay, and then likewise we go to this first one. So this is the first metahuman, and also we go to its body, then we right click, and then we go to this bake control rig and select this metahuman control rig, and also click on this create. So as you can see that we successfully bake these animations also. And now we go to our second metahuman here, and then we go to its metahuman control rig bake data, just expand this one. And now we're going to find for the head and the neck 1 and neck 2. So again, we go down here. So as you can see, this is the neck 1 control and the neck 2 control, and also this head control here. Okay, so we expand this head control and again do the same thing to copy all those rotation data. So we just copy or select those rotation data from the head control, and then we go down to this neck 1 control, and again we press and hold the control and shift, and when you see this plus sign here, just select all of these 3 rotation data. So in order to select all of this data all together, so this is the head rotation data and this is the neck 1 rotation data, and also we expand this neck 2 control rotation data, and again press and hold the control and shift, and then just select all those 3 rotation data. Okay, so very nice. And now we're going to copy. So press Ctrl and C to copy those datas, and then we go to the very up here. We go to this first Metahuman here, then we go to its Metahuman control rig for this body, and again we go to this plus sign and create a additive Metahuman control rig. So here it is, and now we're going to paste the data, but make sure that your cursor is set to at the very beginning here. Then we select the second Metahuman control rig and paste the data. So press Ctrl V to paste all of this keyframe here. Okay, so now if we collapse this first Metahuman, and then if we go to the second one, and then just we delete this one, and also we delete it from here. Okay, so now if you come over here and if you scrub through time, you can get this kind of nice face animation attached with the body animation. Okay, so now we're going to put our character nicely to this bench. So we select our Metahuman here, and then we're going to move our character over here. Okay, just like that. And again, now you find this problem here again because we move our character. So as you can see that our character look really weird here. So again, we have to restart our engine to fix this issue. But make sure that you nicely set your character here, because if you again change anything, you have to restart your engine. So make sure that our character is sit here properly. Okay, so it look nice. So now we have to restart our engine. So we have to save our all progresses here, and then we have to restart. So after you restart, we go to this content folder, and then we open our sequence here, and also we select our camera. Okay, so we done our animation properly, and as you can see that our character is sitting nicely over here on this bench, and also it can rotate its head. Okay, so this is the whole process that how you can make this kind of animations here. Okay, so now we're going to make this scene little bit of nice. So we're going to make this scene at the nighttime scene, and also put some extra stuff and make a nice lighting for our scene. Okay, so how we can do that? So I'm using the ultra dynamic sky. So make a nighttime scene by using this ultra dynamic sky is very easy. So first we select the ultra dynamic sky blueprint here. So here it is, and then we going to search for the sun here. So we type sun, and I made some changes to the sun position or intensity, but we don't need to change anything for this intensity, but we're going to change the sun angle to reset this value, and also this sun vertical offsets and the inclination value. So I reset those values here. So it's all up to you that if you use this ultra dynamic sky, you can follow these steps. And also if we go to this option called this time of day, and if we change this value, we can make a nice nighttime scene here. So maybe we can also put our moon on the top here. So as you can see, there is the moon. So I'm not going through the ultra dynamic sky settings, because if you have ultra dynamic sky, you can easily use this because it's very easy to use. but we're going to focus on our scene and the lighting also. So as you can see that we cannot see anything here. So first we go to this box option and we put a light. So we go to this lights option and put a racked light over here. So here it is. And as you can see that this rack light is look really amazing. But as you can see that our character is here. So now we're going to put our rack light maybe somewhere at the background here, or maybe we can use a point light instead of rack lighting. So we go to this box option again and go to this light and create a point light here. So we can get the light in every direction. Okay, so we're going to delete this rack light for now, and we select our point light here, and also we go to our camera here and expand this camera, and maybe we're going to decrease the aperture to bring the more light inside the camera to make a brighter scene. And also we select our camera and then we go to its details panel, and then we go down to the exposure settings, and we're going to increase the exposure to maybe 12 here. Okay, so as you can see that our scene is little bit too lit up here, but don't worry, we're going to setting it later on. So now first we're going to put our light somewhere in this forest here. So maybe we can bring our light over here. Okay, and then we select this light and go to its details panel here and go to the very top here, and here from you can increase the intensity. So maybe we can increase the intensity a little bit higher here, and then also we're going to increase the attenuation radius just like that, and then also we're going to increase the source radius. Okay, and then finally we come over here, that is the volumetric scattering intensity, and if you increase this value you will get nice volume over this light area here. Okay, so as you can see that we nicely create this scene here. Okay, and also maybe we're going to increase our fog density. So we go to our ultra dynamic sky here. So we go to the search bar and type for ultra dynamic sky. So here it is, and then we search for the fog. So we type for this search bar fog. So maybe first we go to this base fog density. So if we increase this value, maybe we increase this value to 1. So let's see how it look like. So as you can see, if we press 1, it will be very bit foggy here, but maybe we can decrease it to maybe 0.7 here. So we'll get this kind of nice foggy scene here. And then again we're going to select our light from here. So we type light, and here is this, and then we're going to change the light color. So maybe we can make it little bit of bluish color here because it's the night time, so the blue color look nice for the light. Okay, so just like that, and as you can see that this area look really amazing. Okay, okay, and also we duplicate our light little bit here. So again press and hold the alt key and just duplicate the light somewhere here also. Okay, just like that. Maybe you can also change the color to maybe something like warmish color here. So make some little bit of variation to the light, or maybe you can just set it to the bluish color if you want. Okay, just like that. Maybe little bit of greenish color here. Okay, and now we're going to put some light inside those houses also. So for this, again we go to this box option and create a point light here, and you can see that the light intensity is very much, so we're going to decrease the light intensity down to maybe 2, and also we decrease the attenuation radius here. Okay, just like that. Okay, and maybe we can also change the light color to maybe something like yellow color here. Okay, and also we duplicate this light to this house also, so maybe we duplicate this light again and put it inside this house here. So this is all up to you that how you want to light up your scene. So maybe we can put things little bit here, and also decrease the attenuation radius for this light. Okay, or maybe we can put a rack light here. So maybe we can delete this light and go to this box and go to the light and create a rack light over here. And as you can see that the volumetric scattering of this rack light is too much. So again we select this rack light here, and then we come down here, and here you will find this volumetric scattering intensity. Maybe we decrease it to maybe 0.2 here. Okay. And now we going to place our light. So maybe we can rotate this light to this side, and also we decrease the attenuation radius, and also change the color to warm color here. Okay. Okay, so this is how you can light up your scene. So as you can see that this look really amazing, and also you have to put some light here and there to make the whole scene like really dramatic lighting here. Maybe we press G to hide all those markers here. Okay, and now we're going to put some light over here also. So again we select this light here. Maybe we can duplicate this one, and also we place it over here. Okay, maybe we can change the light color to something like reddish color, or maybe warm color over here. Okay, so this all depends on you, and maybe we can increase the intensity a little bit. Okay, and also we can increase the attenuation radius little bit. Okay, so as you can see that we have nice dramatic light to our scene. And now we're going to put some of the light behind this character. So maybe we're going to put some rack light over here. So again, go to this box option, go to the light and create a rack light here. And then we're going to rotate this rack light to this side. And as you can see that it also have this volumetric scattering too much here. So we're going to decrease this scattering to maybe 0.2 here, or maybe 0.1. Okay, so here is our character here. So where is our character? So here it is, and we go to select this light, and maybe we can place our light a little bit closer here. Okay, and as you can see that we're going to make a rim light by using this light. So maybe we can increase this attenuation radius here. So as you can see that we have this kind of rim light here. Okay, and now finally we're going to put a fire over here, so we can get a nice fiery light over our character here. So for the fire I'm using an Epic Game content. So for the fire I'm using this pack, and which is absolutely free pack. Just add to my project here. And as you can see that this pack is not compatible with the 5.4 version, but don't worry, we can still use it. So just click on this show all projects here, and then we select our project here. So in this case this one, and then we go to the select version, go to this drop down list, and we select the highest possible version, which is the 5.3, and just click on this add to project. So once you add the assets, first you go to this content browser, and then you will find this folder here. So this one, just double click to open this folder, and here from you can get several folders, but we go to this particles folder here, and then we go to this fire folder. So you will find so many particle system for the fire. So maybe we're going to use this one, that is the number 3. So we just drag and drop over here. Okay, And as you can see that this fire look nice, but we're going to delete some of this particle system, that is the smoke. So after select this particle system, we go to its details panel, and then we come over here, that is the template. Just open this particle system by double clicking here. So as you can see that this is the cascade particle system, and now we're going to disable the smoke from here. So we just disable it from here, just make it cross here, and if you see, you can get there is no smoke here. Okay, and as you can see that this fire look nice. Maybe we can also delete some of these extra fire particles. So maybe let's see, maybe we're going to disable this one, so we can get very small fire here. So this is the fire top, we're going to disable this. Okay, and now you can see that this looks something like this. Okay, so we get little bit of fire here, and also we can put it a little bit down here. Okay, but as you can see that we lose the light of the fire. Okay, so now we can also put the light manually. So we going to this box option here again, and then we go to the light and make a point light over here. So here it is. So also we can reposition this point light over here, and also we going to decrease the intensity to maybe 0.2 here, and also we reposition it over here. And also you can see that the shadow is very harsh. So for this we go to the source radius and we increase the value, so we can get really nice soft shadow here. And also we can decrease this attenuation radius, so maybe we can decrease the value here. Okay, and also we're going to change the color, so maybe we change it fiery color here. Okay, so just like that. Okay, and also maybe we can decrease the intensity to maybe 0.1 here. Okay, so now as you can see that we have little bit of light here. Okay, but as you can see that our light is very static here, so we're going to put some flickering over on our light. So for this we're going to create a light function material. So again we go to our content browser here, and then we going to come over here and right click and create a material, and we name this material as a light function. So here it is, and now we're going to open this material. Just double click to open. So here it is. So first we're going to select this material attributes tab here, and then we go to its details panel, and here we will find this material domain option here. Just go to this drop down and we will select this one, that is the light function. Okay, so this is the light function material here now. So first we're going to put a node called the time node. So we just right click here and type time. So here it is, and we're going to put a scalar parameter here. So we press and hold the S key on the keyboard and just click to get this scalar parameter, and we're going to name it as a light intensity. Okay, and we're going to put it over here, and now we're going to connect this both node with a multiply node here. So we press and hold the M key on the keyboard and just click to get this multiply node here, and then we're going to connect it over here. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to need another node called the sine node. So we just right click here and type sine, and you will find this sine node here. Then we connect with the sine node here, and also we need another node called the frac. So we just right click here and type for frac. So here it is. So this is the frac node. Just connect it over here, and then we connect it with this sine node, and finally connect it to this emissive color. And also we're going to put a value over here. So maybe we put 0.2 over here. So as you can see that we get little bit of flickering over here, and if you change this value to maybe 0.5, you can get very frequent flickering here. Okay, so this is all about this light function material. So just apply this one and also save this, and then we close this material. So here is our material. So we're not going to use it as it is. We're going to create a material instance. So we just right click over this material, then we click on this create material instance. Okay, so here it is, and now we're going to put this material over this light as a light function material. So we select this light from here. So this is the light here, and then we go to its details panel. We go down, and here you will find this light function material slot. So we need to bring this material instance for this light function material. Just drag and drop over here. Okay, so as you can see, you can get little bit of flickering over this light. But one thing you have to notice that the flicker, when it down the light intensity, it goes really black here, but it is not look natural. So we're going to put another light over here. So maybe we're going to duplicate this light. So press and hold the Alt key on the keyboard, and then we just drag this exit to make a duplicate copy of this light. And in the second copy of this light, we're going to disable this light function material. So this will be our linear light, but we also have the flickering light over here. And then maybe we're going to decrease the intensity both of this light. So maybe we first select this one which have this flickering, and we decrease the intensity to maybe 0.05 here, and also select this linear light here, and we decrease this intensity to 0.05. Okay, so now you can get this kind of nice result here. Okay, so now first we go to this sequencer again, and we go to this camera, and maybe we can increase the aperture a little bit. So now you can get this kind of nice scene here. Okay, so maybe we can also select this rack light here. So here it is, and maybe we can put it little bit down here. So this all depends on you, that how you want to light up your scene. Okay, and maybe we can change the light color also. So make it little bit of orange color here, and hit OK. And also maybe we can increase the radius of the light. Okay, and one thing also we can do, that we can put another light over this left side here. So maybe we can create another rack light here, and we place this rack light into this side here, and place it over here. And then also we go to decrease this volumetric scattering to maybe 0.05 here. Okay, and as you can see that we get this kind of light from this side also. And maybe we can decrease the intensity very less to maybe 2 here. Okay, so very less amount. And also we change the color to maybe bluish color here. Okay, and maybe we can increase the value little bit, maybe 4 here. Okay, so now as you can see that we also get this kind of nice light from this side also. Okay, and also we select this rack light here, so this light here, and you can also decrease this volumetric scattering to maybe 0.05 here, and maybe we can increase the intensity little bit, and also put a little bit higher here, place it here. Okay, so in that time maybe we can make a nice macro shot here. So maybe we can go to our sequencer, and then we can increase our camera focal length here to get this nice macro shot here. So if you play, you can get this kind of nice shot here also. Okay, so this is for the macro shot, and you can also make a nice camera movement here also. So we can decrease our camera focal length here. Okay, and maybe we can start from here, and then we go to our very first frame, and then we go to this transform and make a keyframe here, and it's the transform switch. And then we go to the very end, and maybe we can move our camera over here like this. Okay, and also maybe we can increase our camera focal length little bit here. Okay, so now as you can see, you can make this kind of nice camera animation here also. Okay, so this is it. And because we do not have any dialogues in this scene, but if you have any dialogues in this scene, you can also put your audio file here. So just go to this add button here, and then we go to select this audio track, and maybe we go to our very first frame here, and here is the audio. And now you have to select the exact same audio for this facial animation. So in this case, if we go to this plus sign and go to the search bar, and if we type 97, because we have 97 on our facial animation video, so just select this one, and you can also name your video so you can easily identify that. And then if you play, you can also get the audio file. But again, this facial animation doesn't have any dialogues in it, so you cannot probably hear any dialogues from here. But if you have dialogues, you can sync your audio with your video here like this. Okay, so this is it, and this is how you can make this kind of scene here. And now finally, I'm going to show you that how you can render it, and also how you can render your audio file. Okay, so for the render, you have to enable a plugin. So we go to this edit and go to this plugins, and then you search for movie render queue. So if you type movie, you will find this movie render queue plugin, and also this movie render queue additional render passes. So you have to enable both of these plugins, and then you have to restart your engine. So after restart, you go to window, and then you go to the cinematics, and you will find this movie render queue option here. Just click over it. Then you go to this render tab, and you select your sequence. So in this case, swamp sequence is the sequence. So you select this sequence. Then you go to this settings tab and click on this unsafe config. And here first you're going to delete this JPEG sequence, and then we go to this settings, and first we enable this anti-aliasing, and I'm using a 16 sample count for this temporal sample count, but you can also change it to 32 if you have very fast movement in your scene. And when you put any value over here, you have to override the anti-aliasing here. And also because we have this kind of fire here, so this is the particle system, so you have to put some of this extra frame for the warm-up frame over here. So in that way you can warm up your particle system. And if you have the warm-up frame, you have to enable those options, that is the use the camera card for warm-up. Okay, and then again go to the settings tab, and then go to this camera, and we select the shutter timing and change this to frame close. Again we go to these settings and go to this high resolution here, and also check on this override subsurface scattering. And again go to the settings tab and select this EXR sequence, and also go to the settings tab, and you will find this .wav audio. Just select this one. Okay, and one thing you have to remember, that if you select here this frame rate, which is the 23.976, or if you select 30 fps in your scene, it's also important that if you go to this output, and here from you can select your output directory, and then also you go to the use custom frame rate. So just enable this one. If you have this 30 fps frame count here, and you have to choose the 30 fps from here. Okay, so this is very important to nicely sync your audio with your video here. Okay, and everything look nice. Just click on this accept switch here, and then finally you just click on this render local, and you will get your render files, and in the same folder you also get your audio files. Okay, so this is it, and I completely explained everything that I used to make my actual video, and I hope that you really enjoy this video. So this is for today, and if you like this video, I recommend you to check my other videos, and if you like those videos, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. So this is for today, and we will see in my next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.
So, do you like this place?
Yes. Grandpa, do you know one thing?
What?
I start dance classing.
Wow, that's a very good news. Then what are you waiting for? Show me some moves.
Right now? Okay, but promise me you don't laugh, okay?
Okay, just give it a try.